Hello, everybody. Good evening. Now, today we're going to be talking about peace. How do you find peace while you're working at home? And many of us are in the same situation because of the coronavirus and people being self quarantining or quarantining in homes and being out of work or working in teleworking. So that's what I'm coming on here today to talk to you guys about. How do you find peace in that time while you're at home? Like I said, many people are home and having to work from home because they can't leave their houses because of the social distancing and those parameters that have been placed on us, because we want to make sure that we not only are we safe and keeping our families safe, but we're also being considerate and responsible with the lives of others, especially in the event that we could possibly be carriers, or infecting other people. So we don't want to put people at risk if we don't necessarily have to. So I even had that conversation with my oldest daughter today as well, because when you tell somebody they can't do something, is that they feel like you're stopping them from living life, and it's not even the case. It's like we need to take the necessary precautions. Yes, I'm a believer. Yes, I believe God will protect us. But at the same time, I have a civic responsibility, and I have like it says in the word, that we have to obey the orders of those over us, right? In the lawmakers that are over us. So I'm just trying to be a responsible person as well, and helping my own family be a responsible as well. So I had to go to school today to pick up some items so that I could virtually teach my lessons to my students when we're giving the green light to go ahead and to see how we're going to proceed. So what I'm going to give you today is hopefully is going to put some things into perspective for you, so that you understand that even though you are in so-called lockdown per se, there are things that you can do to manage yourself and your family, and not lose your sanity. So that's the main thing. And so I have my notes here that I'm going to be referring to, so don't mind me while I do. And so let's see. So the very first thing, and this is a training that I also received, and I wanted to pass it on to just tell you right up front. It's one of those things where if you are used to a routine, then set a routine for yourself and your family while you are at home and while you're just hanging out, whether you're working or whether you're just taking care of your kids, whatever it is that you're doing, set a routine. First and foremost, if you're used to getting up in the morning and taking a shower, get up, take a shower, get dressed. Or if you take showers at night, take your showers at night, get up in the morning, the next morning, and get dressed. Don't just lounge around your home in your pajamas. That's kind of breathing grounds for depression and just misery. So get up and just like you're going to work, get up, get ready to do the work that you're called to do. Like me, now once they tell us when we are going to actually start teaching, and I think it's going to be Monday, we have a teleconference or Zoom call tomorrow morning that I'm going to be sitting in, and they're going to be telling us specifics as far as what they expect from us and what they want us to do in regards to the teaching and how that's going to look. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to get up, I'm going to take my shower, and I'm going to get dressed. I'm not going to come to the video in my pajamas or sitting in my bed. No, I'm going to get up, I'm going to get dressed, and I'm going to sit down and be professional and be ready to take notes and listen, right? So that's one of the things I want to definitely tell you to do starting off the day. And then create a routine, whether you do it today, tonight, whether you do it tomorrow. Create a routine. What is your usual routine? Do you get up in the morning to exercise? Do you get up in the morning, brush your teeth, and go get your coffee, sit down and have your coffee? Do you get up, read a book? Do you get up and turn on the TV, watch whatever news is on? Whatever it is that you do, you get up and watch and look at Facebook and just kind of get brought up to speed on what's going on on Facebook through the world. Then you do your routine. Put some time to your routine. That's what a routine is. How much time you're going to spend doing certain things, and what information are you going to either take in or you yourself are going to put out. So that's what we got to be mindful of. So, and then within those routines that you set out, maybe just make a list. Make a list of all the things that you feel are the things that you feel that you need to do, must do, want to do. And then prioritize them. Just in the same categories that I just spoke of, you want to first start with, okay, what are the things that you must do? What are the things we must do? And I hope that you would include, taking a shower or getting up, getting dressed as one of those things that you must do as part of your routine. Then that's one category. So what things fall into that category of the must do's? Then the other part of your list, categorize them in would be nice to do. But if you don't get to do them today, it'll be okay because you can roll them on to the next day. So that's what the next part of your routine and plan needs to be. And then the third thing, okay, doesn't need to happen right now, but you could potentially do it later, right? And if you get to it later, it's okay. So those are the three categories. Like I said, I listened to this training that actually was given to me by my company personnel. And so I am glad to share that with you. Sorry about the phone ringing. Oh my gosh, who is it? Shirt City. Okay, somebody from the city of shirts. I hope my husband or family members answer the phone. If not, they'll leave a message and we'll answer it. We'll listen to it later. But in either case, again, so now we've already established a routine. We made a list, and from that list, we're establishing our routine. And within that routine, we're going to subcategorize them in three groups. Must-dos, would be nice to do, and doesn't need to happen right now, maybe later. So those are three things. Hello, thank you for coming on. Great to have you. Thank you so much for joining me. So, and in that routine that you're setting, you need to include some self-care. What kind of things are you going to do for yourself during this process? Because in all of that, we don't want to get lost in doing, going, and then you get lost. So just make sure that you are definitely taking the time to look into those things that you need to do for you. Now, we cannot go out there and get our nails done like women because apparently they're closed. Some of the nail shops are closing down. So what can you do? Maybe you can give yourself a self manicure. For me, I have acrylic nails. So that means to me, I just got to maintain what I have until I'm able to get them redone. And so what else? If you want to give yourself a pedicure, then give yourself a pedicure or a little foot rub. You can do that yourself. Get some nice lotion, get some scented candle, light it up, and have some self-care things going on that you can take care and handle for yourself. So thank you again for coming on. Whoever's coming, those of you that come on right now, greatly appreciate if you would go ahead and share this message out to others so they too can be a part of this, because I'm going to be giving some information that I think is very important, and not just important, but it's very beneficial to many that are going to be staying at home and are looking for things to do. So I'm going to give you some information later that's going to really be helpful. And so continue to watch and stay with me. So then, like I said, and once you get up and get dressed and put on your clothes and decide on a routine that you're going to be doing, that's you becoming proactive, being proactive and allowing yourself to have some type of schedule that will allow you to be successful in your day and ward off any thoughts or possibility of depression or anxiety building. We don't want that. You don't need that right now. I don't want that for you. You don't need that for yourself. So let's work in a way that is more profitable to us and mentally peaceful, right? Brings peace to our mind and peace to our life, peace to our environment, peace to everyone that we associate ourselves with. So we want to do that. We want to do just that. So, and in all of that, we have choices. Our choices is how we choose to look at how things are going in the world and how things are going outside of our door. But we have a choice in how we can turn things around for a positive light, because I mean, like I said, I was talking to my daughter earlier and we talked about, and I told her, we need to maybe sit down and decide on a schedule. Yesterday, she wanted to go out and roller skate, and we took the dogs out and we roller skated. I had never done that, but I was willing to do it because I love to roller skate, and the dogs need to get out too. So glad to do it. Put the two together. Why not? And before that, earlier in the morning, I had gone out walking with my husband because he wanted to walk as well. And I'm used to doing other exercises, but I did what they were asking of me or wanted to do so that I can be a part of what they wanted to do. And so sometimes it has to be a give and take. So it's okay. You're getting something out of it just as much as they are. So that's all what this is about. So don't allow this to allow you to operate under fear or anger, but instead, like I said, you have choices to make it better for yourself and your family. So play games. Schedule a time for family time to play games. Maybe schedule a time for you to have your own time to read a book or to watch a show or look up over your Facebook or send messages, whatever it is that you're doing, and maybe schedule some time to do your work. If you're working from home, like I said, how do you manage keeping your peace or having peace while you're working and or at home, right? So these are the ways that you can do that. Choose your experiences and your interpretation of what to do with the current situations that are here, that we're currently under. A lot of us are either self-quarantining for those that are sick, those of us that are home because we're teleworking or whatever you want to call it, virtually teaching, or maybe you're just been released from work, hopefully with pay for the time being, and so you got to make the most of it. So why not make the best of it, and instead of looking at it as a bad experience or poor situation, think about what you can do with that time. I know I'm always constantly running back and forth here and there doing things. So this time for me is giving me peace to know that I can do things in my own pace and time. Now, I was going crazy yesterday. I will be totally transparent because there was so much conversation going on back and forth for work and figuring out when we're going to be reporting, when we're going to be talking to whomever, or the principal's going to be talking to us, and what our marching orders are going to be for when we start actually virtually teaching the students. And then also in light of that, also communicating with the parents and the students and making sure I'm checking on them to see that they're doing the work that I gave them to do so far, and that the parents are being able to reach me and I'm answering their questions or their concerns, because they are worried too. They're concerned. They want their kids to be involved. They are at home themselves with maybe a lot to do. And then the kids are home and they're trying to figure out what to do with these kids. And the kids might be getting on their nerves. The parents might be getting on the kids' nerves. All these things are just all the things that are things that people are going to be experiencing during this time. So how do we help each other? So these are some of the things that I'm giving you to think about. And then just have a lot of gratitude. Be filled with gratitude. I mean, right now, we are sitting at a better situation than many people in the world, because you saw what happened in Italy. We know what happened in China. And now we know that there are other states, California, high in the count of people that have been affected by the coronavirus. Texas, thankfully we're kind of low, but these numbers are gradually creeping up, and we don't want them to continue to creep. So we have to do what we have to do to maintain our level of responsibility to not be affected by this. Sorry, I had a call coming in. I got to call that person back. That's one of my students, matter of fact. So for me, like I said, in starting tomorrow or after tomorrow, I'll be able to put more perspective as to what I am going to do with my time, how I'm going to manage my time even better, because now I have more work responsibility. Right now, I was being led by by my own thoughts and how I should proceed with it, even though we were told what to do, but no one else said this is what you have to establish or do. So now we know. We were told to communicate with the students and the parents and all that, and to give them something, in the meantime, to have them focus on. So we give them purposeful things. We're not just going to give them things just to stay busy or busy work. We want them to continue to be successful and promote more learning. So we are giving them things that they can continue to learning at home. And with that said, tomorrow, like I said, we're going to get more of our marching orders as to what to do and maybe how to do it, maybe providing packets to the students. And then I'll be able to even more so schedule my time as to how I'm going to be managing my day, throughout the work week as expected. Sorry, I got like a little hair or something. So for me, what my day would normally look like would be, okay, get up in the morning, exercise. I'd rather get my exercise in and out of the way first thing in the morning. So for me, it's going to be get up, brush my teeth, use the bathroom, whatever, exercise. Unless my family and I decide to do something together, then I'll kind of play it by ear what they want to do. But I know that in my day there's going to be exercise involved. There's going to be, of course, eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, and prepping for those things. Showering and dressing, whether it be, after exercise or after I eat breakfast, whatever the case, and then we got to schedule certain activities. So those are the things that I know that I'm going to be doing and focusing on, so that I am conscious of the choices that I have and the responsibility that I have, not just to myself, but to my family, and to stay healthy. Because if you're not healthy, you can't help your family members. So this will help get some normalcy to our day, even if we're doing it from home. And like I said, my schedule will be solidified tomorrow after we have our conference call. So we have in my current business, we have certain opportunities that we're providing, and I have access to a group that will be providing certain opportunities for people that want to participate. And I hope that you will, because it's going to be activities for children. They're going to be doing crafts. They're going to be doing motivational type things, meditation if you want to do meditation. But these are some of the things that they're going to be offering through this site. Exercising like with Zumba and other things that different people are going to be presenting throughout the course of the day. And it started, I think the company started today with just a few things and people hopping on and sharing things. And then tomorrow, there's going to be more bulk of those activities being done or taking place. And all these things are meant to help you, give you peace, give you some calm and give you some focus and just give you some stability and instead of some type of routine in your day, so that we are being more proactive than reactive. Because when we start to be reactive, we start to cause more, and the trickle effect becomes worse to the people that we affect. So rather than affect people negatively, let's get ourselves into a routine where we can be calm and have peace ourselves. So that's why I invite you to join in to these exercise, meditation, crafts, cooking, recipes being shared. All those things are going to be provided to you. So if you're interested if you're interested in that and being part of that group, please drop me a message. And a matter of fact, if you have suggestions for other people that people can benefit from, drop it in the comments, because we can all learn from each other. And then these are things that maybe someone or even you yourself can present to the group. And if you have knowledge of something that we can all participate in or be a part of and learn and glean from, then we need to do that to motivate and inspire and just continue to just be a support channel for one another, even if it's virtual, because that's what we're going to right now, right? All the virtual pieces of it. So for every person, and I should have mentioned this before, and I totally forgot to mention it, but for the people that do comment and do share their ideas and suggestions, I'm going to be entering every single suggestion by your name in a drawing for a prize, and I will announce that prize tomorrow evening. Because right now I'm looking for the suggestions, so I might even extend it because people might be popping on different times and watching the replay. So I am definitely offering that to you right now, that if you're participating and you drop a comment, I want you to drop a comment and suggestions in the comments box so that we all get to participate with one another. And if you choose to present one of these things, then just say, I would like to present blah, blah, blah. And then you just state that in the comment below. So every single entry, whether it be you or a friend or somebody you share this with, drops a comment. They too will be entered into the drawing, and I will do the drawing tomorrow evening. And I will tag you, should you be the winner, I will tag you so you know that you won. So again, we are going to be presenting based on, if you're trying and looking for ways, and you want ways to have peace during this crisis, then I invite you to message me privately, because then I can send that, I can tag you in the link. I don't want to tag people in the link that not necessarily interested in it. So if you're interested and you want to be at it, then I'll gladly add you to that group where we're going to be participating in meditations, in prayers, in crafts, in exercises, in cooking, all those different things, and activities for children. All that's going to be involved. So all you got to do is drop me a message, private message me in Messenger. And in the meantime, you can still drop the comments as far as ideas and suggestions that you might have of things that we can also incorporate. So that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope that you stay safe. God bless you. Remember, know your worth, feel your worth, and embrace your worth, because you are worth it. Love you. Mwah. Naja out.